Hello, and welcome to the Wasteland podcast. I am your host, Shane. I'm joined here today, as usual, with Tyler, or as I like to call him, Taiwa.
Really gonna bust that one out for everyone
bust
to
out
hear.
The old Taiwa.
You gotta stop that. That's really obnoxious.
Sometimes I forget about that, and I forget how much you love it, and then it'll come back to me, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah.
It's pretty funny now, but like, even though I know you're joking, the first two times you did it, I just could not stop cringing. And I was like, I know he's doing this on purpose. Like, obviously, it's very obvious, but it's like, oh my god, the cringe. It's so cringe-inducing.
Cringe.
And all I can think about it if someone called me that IRL, unironically.
Like,
how
ooh,
upset I would
Taiwa.
be. Yeah, I would not be.
Like some
I wasn't even thinking about a girl. If a girl called me that, I would be like, oh, I will take daddy at this point. Yeah, I'll take anything.
I cringe when
yeah,
it's not my thing.
I always tell them that it's pretty cringy, and they're just like, yeah, well, so what? Because girls don't give a shit. Girls don't. You can be like, dude, you're pretty epic cringe right now, and they won't care.
They don't understand the true meaning
of
cringe.
But that's the whole point. Like, girls, they think it's cute to like hug you in public and embarrass you and be like, hey, I know you're with your boys, but tell me you love me. And you're like, babe, I can't, babe. I can't do it right now.
Cringe.
And like, come on. Like, this is real epic cringe, but okay.
My sister always does shit like that.
Yeah. Well, they get a kick out of it. It's not cringy for them. It's cringy for us. Ignore the man upstairs hammering.
It's picking up.
Oh, I know. I can't do anything about it.
Welcome to our what is this? A cheap podcast? I don't know. So,
yeah.
Today's the day.
Yeah.
Today you're 1 year older.
Yeah, I'm older now.
It's been 28 years until you were born.
Yeah. I've been born for 28 years. So, episode 18. Thank you, sir.
I think he's just clapping.
Yeah, clapping some cheeks. Episode 18 was your 18th birthday.
Oh,
but
yeah.
There's not enough weeks between. This is only the 21st episode.
Oh, wow, we passed 20?
Yeah. Episode 20 was last time. I was gonna do like a little montage thing again, but I was like, nah. Let's save that for a bigger number. You know?
Like 25?
Maybe.
25 weeks, that's pretty...
Well, it's
not even.
25 episodes, so there's weeks we skipped. We're on 21 this time.
That's
but no,
crazy.
I'm not 21. I am 28 because I'm 10 years older than you.
Yeah.
So normally Jeremiah's here to balance us out.
Yeah.
But you have the two extremes this time.
It's like, I'm super young, and then Jeremiah, he's like 22 now.
Yeah. He's like 5 between us. It's literally 5.
Yeah. It usually balances things out. But now it's just, me and the boomer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a millennial, but yeah.
Yeah.
The one right by Zoomer.
Okay.
But
okay, boomer.
I did see Jeremiah today. You did too.
I was kind of in the middle of something, so I couldn't like.
Yeah. Oh, I talked to him for a bit. I was like, all right, we're just gonna close a little bit later. Like, we're just gonna get out a little later because I just want to talk to him real quick. So yeah, I wanted to. Yeah. He was hoping that this would blow over faster.
Yeah.
He was kind of upset.
I think we all were.
Yeah, I mean, we all were, but I think he was like really banking on like getting to do the podcast again later. And now he's like, fuck.
Maybe over the summer, hopefully we can have him on.
Yeah.
Once it starts dying down.
I hope it dies down.
Yeah, me too.
Because they already said. Well, let's not talk too much about it. But yeah, it is going on until the end of May, which is a smart decision. I don't like it. You don't like it. But guess what? We need to wait for when it's the right time.
Actually, COVID's not even real.
Actually, it's fake.
They're just locking us up to take away our rights.
I didn't see all the conspiracy videos, but this girl.
It's always girls.
This girl. Well, she believes in astrology, as some girls do.
I'm just kidding. It's not always girls.
No, a lot of people like astrology and they look into it.
I don't get that.
Whenever it's like, this is your thing, and it's like, Taurus is this, that's mine, and it's something badass, then I'm like, yes, this is real.
Yeah.
But at any other time, I'm like, I don't care. But it is funny just to know your sign, just so you can like bust that out on people.
I'm an Aries.
Aries, the god of war.
God of war.
I don't know if it's related to that though.
There's only one Aries, and
no, I know.
He only God of war.
But what is like the general thing? I don't even remember mine.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I probably looked at it like once.
No one cares
except for
women,
girls.
women. Well, there's
They
dudes.
need something to tell them.
There are dudes who are into it, but I'm super sus of them. I am extremely sus.
I just don't get it.
Well,
I don't get how
it's
random
just cute.
stars.
That's all it is, and I think most girls see it as this is just cute. But there are people who I run into every so often who are like, "Look, I don't base everything in my life off this, but it is real." And I'm like, "No, bitch."
And there's not even like a science behind it. You just look at the stars, and then you're like, "This is what I want to be."
Well, I'm pretty sure that it's already super inaccurate.
And it's biased. Because it's not going to be the same to...
Yeah.
You could look at two different websites, and they're going to be different.
So, yeah, the whole thing's pretty dumb. But, like, there's books and stuff. I don't know. It's just a huge Harry Potter fan fiction at the end of the day, And...
I am a fan of Harry Potter.
This girl believes in it, but she believes in astrology. She believes in other conspiracy theories. She's not very educated on politics or... like anything current day. She's just kind of out of the loop, but she believes the crazy stuff because that's what she hears.
Like flat Earth.
It's presented to her in a way that she can digest, and she says, "Yeah, that makes sense." But what you're forgetting is that if you actually know anything, it doesn't make sense. So,
like jet fuel doesn't melt steel.
Jet fuel doesn't melt steel beams. Yeah, it's easy to if you only watch a documentary. It's like Tiger King. Tiger King is like it's not like fake or anything. It's all real stuff, but it leaves out certain things, and also some of the people who are interviewed are like really extremely biased towards one way, and it plays dramatic music behind them without presenting the other side. This is why so many people think that Carol woman actually killed her husband, and it's like if you look at all the information, because he literally didn't show any information. He just interviewed people who are biased against her. And some of the people like lie in the movie and stuff, but then you also don't think about Tiger King. This is real if you've actually watched it. It starts out being like, this guy's crazy, and then by the end of it, it's like this guy clearly takes advantage of poor people. He clearly manipulates young men. He's like a horrible person. He doesn't just like put animals down. Like, he's killed animals for fun. He
kills tigers just because they're too old.
Yeah.
Like too old to pet.
Yeah, keep talking.
Basically he makes all his money from tiger cub petting, but once the cubs get too old, like they get too aggressive and they'll bite an arm off or something.
Yeah.
So he just puts them down because they're not worth it.
And that's the thing, like, this guy, he has all this money he spends on himself, but then he doesn't. His employees are homeless. He puts them in homes that don't have running water, and they look like shit.
And they eat expired meat.
Yeah. And it's like, why am I rooting for this guy? By the end of it, you can kind of make your own opinion if you have a brain. But everyone has a brain. If you have a brain, you can look past what the documentary is trying to spin things, because it's trying to just be entertaining at the end of the day, which is fine. But I do wish there was like a counter video people could watch that kind of presented them with some other facts about the situation.
Yeah.
But either way, you can just watch a documentary. You can just watch any sort of like expose video or any sort of conspiracy video. And if you only watch what they tell you and you don't look into it, you could get swayed into thinking something really stupid. Apparently there's a video for COVID-19, and that's what people are watching. And now they're like, oh, I guess it's not real. And it's like, they go outside and they protest and they get up in arms over this shit. And it's like, can you just do some research?
But so what's the girl that you're talking about?
Oh, well,
she got kind of sidetracked.
She posted it on her story, a little clip. She posted it on her Instagram story because she's that dedicated, man. And it's like, this guy's like, his evidence for why this is fake. He's like, we've done so many things to endanger the old people, the elderly people. And what does this disease target? The elderly. And you expect us to believe that the government's trying to protect the elderly? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I do. And it's like...
They're still people.
Yeah, and it's like, also, that's fucking kind of cringe, bro, because because the disease, the pandemic, can hit all of us in different ways. If you know, you don't have to just be old. You can die at a much younger age, and also, it's not a very good disease. Like if you get COVID, your like lungs are like burning up, and it's really hard to breathe. And
yeah, apparently it fucking sucks.
Yeah, it like damages you. So you should not. You should try to avoid it.
I mean, and you can get like there's different, like you can get like some symptoms. Like light symptoms, or you could get like super heavy symptoms and have like all the worst ones.
Yeah.
And like it has killed younger people.
Yeah. People in their very early 30s have died from it already.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, that's pretty scary. So why would you go, oh, I don't know. It's just like, there's literally a chance you can die if you have it. So why would you take that chance?
And why would the government shut down everything?
Right.
Why would they?
No,
do that
it's
if
all
fake?
it's doing is hurting our economy.
Right.
And then you have Trump saying like we need to ignore it and get back to.
That's only gonna hurt it more.
It's like it's like, why would the president promote a conspiracy? He would know it. He would be in on it.
Right.
None of this makes any sense. And I think that's the thing. I think people don't even know that Trump doesn't support the shutdown and stuff like that. I think they're so out of touch. I don't know. I actually don't even know what they think, because I mean, a lot of people used to believe the Sandy Hook shooting was a conspiracy. And
how? I heard of this, but I never like looked it up. Like, how is it a conspiracy?
There's just apparently a lot of the people who lived in that town were part of an actors guild, and people were like, "Oh, suspicious." And then a lot of people,
oh, they think it was just staged.
Yeah. They think the whole thing was just a big, like, a bunch of bull honky. And there's a video...
Oh, so that they could take their guns away.
Yeah. There's a video of a father who's, like, laughing, and then the camera, they're like, and you're on. And he's like, and then he gets really sad. He's like, my daughter passed away, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't like when people are like, humans don't act like this. I'm like, shut up. I don't like that. I don't like that argument. And I don't remember all of the things... But none of them were like, oh, I think they point out how the cops were like really incompetent or something like that too.
The cops?
Like the people, like, I don't remember if it was the cops or the people like who just like are stationed at the school, because every school has like one cop.
Right. Like bodyguards or something.
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't want to talk too much about the conspiracy because I don't remember much of it. I just know that I remember talking about it with someone and then being like, look, I don't know if it's real or fake. I will know there's compelling evidence for it being fake. But I just don't know if I'm willing to believe a conspiracy on that magnitude. But he was like, I said to him was like, yeah, but what, if it was a conspiracy, then why would they do it? Because they have to gain something from it. Like, you know, going to war with Iraq and lying about it, we gained things from going to Iraq, which is why we lied about it. It's not a conspiracy. It's common knowledge now. But back then, we didn't know why. So why would we do that? Why would we stage a school shooting? What would be this purpose? What would that serve? He's like, just to take our guns away. And I was like, that happened 3 weeks ago. There has been no legislation passed. I don't think Obama even proposed anything. He talked about it. He said we need to do something about it. I don't think anyone did shit about it.
It's not like just because of like, there's Republicans in the government. There's as many Republicans as there are Democrats. How would they?
Yeah.
How would all the Democrats be like, oh, we need to take all the guns away all of a sudden, and then the Republicans can't do anything?
We
like,
can't,
that doesn't make sense.
Guns are not being taken away from one president. That's just for damn sure. Guns are not being taken away probably anytime soon, because there would just be, I don't know. I feel like America is just not ready for that. I feel like people would just go crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, people are already going crazy. They're storming government buildings right now, breaking in, being like, open up everything, stop the shutdown. And it's like, you're literally endangering people's lives by doing that. I hope you know.
Yeah, I don't get people sometimes.
Yeah, but I mean, they're wilding, man. That's all.
They're wilding.
But yeah, Sandy Hook. The thing about Sandy Hook also was that there's been so many shootings before Sandy Hook, and now there's been some after. And guess what? It's never resulted in any change. So the idea that we would stage one to get change for gun control, that's just not how it's going to work.
Right.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So conspiracies, man, you got to look into them.
Yeah.
Some are real, but not as much as you probably think are real.
So, speaking of conspiracies, do you think that aliens are real?
Me and Leland were just talking about aliens the other day.
Yeah.
Well, my theory is, first of all, we already know that there is bacteria on other planets.
Asteroids or something, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, I think one did land on an asteroid, like on Earth. But, so, like, we know that it's out there. But
that life can...
Theoretically, that would make sense for bacteria to be out there, because bacteria is, like, on everything. Mm-hmm. And bacteria should have existed before we did.
It did.
Yeah. And so, like, if Earth is, like, millions and billions of years old...
Well, in the Bible, it's only 2,000 years old.
Okay, well... So if the Earth is old... I think it's like 4,000 or 8,000 or something in the Bible.
I'm pretty sure it's 2,000.
No, there's BC and AD, like before Christ and after death. So, like we're in year 2000.
It's really not.
We're like in year 2000, whatever, BCE or BD or ED or EFG or ABC. You know, one of those.
Scientifically, the Earth was created like 4 billion years ago.
Yeah.
But according to the Bible, it's only like a couple thousand years.
My theory is because it took so long for humans to evolve, we might be the most advanced in our solar system. And if there are aliens, first of all, I don't even think any of our planets in our solar system are sustainable for life. Mm-mm. So if there's aliens, they have to be way far away. And maybe they've existed for, let's say, like, I don't know, just like way longer than us because it took us so long to evolve. But I feel like it's possible that we might be the most advanced anywhere close to any other galaxies and stuff. But like leaving a galaxy for another, like I can't even fathom that kind of technology. I don't even know if that's like, I don't even know if scientists can even like prove if that can even happen or not. Like, so if aliens are real, I feel like they have to be. But the thing is that the odds of us ever
finding them, it's very slim because there's really a short window of time where they would have the technology that we have, and we would be able to communicate, and we would have to understand each other, which is a very slim possibility. And what if they have some kind of other technology rather than like radio waves that we use? They use something else and we can't pick it up. Yeah. Or maybe they're so advanced that we can't pick it up.
Again, if it's in a different galaxy, how powerful does it need to be? Mm-hmm. Can we even get an energy? Like, I feel like right now I think we have like theoretically more powerful energy sources. We just haven't developed yet. I think we know that already. Mm-hmm. But it's like, how much energy do you need to transmit frequencies from other galaxies? I don't even like.
Well, it's not.
It's crazy.
It's not effective. Like, you can just shoot a radio wave out into space and it'll travel indefinitely until it hits something.
I guess that's true. How long?
But like,
will that take?
It just,
What if we get a transmission from 200 years ago?
Well,
by the time we reply to it, they won't get it anymore.
Right.
Their species is already extinct.
Right.
Because they will call for help. Yeah. And they're like, go get to these coordinates. And it's like, we don't have that technology yet. We can't travel there yet, dude.
Well, I think there has to be, like, because the universe is trillions and trillions of light years. Like, it's so fucking unfathomable, infinitely big.
It's really hard to think about.
For the probability that there's not another living species somewhere in our universe is just, it doesn't make sense for there not to be. It's just we haven't found them.
I really can't even like fathom like what it must have been like going to outer space and stuff and just seeing it. And even like people like when they walked on the moon, like what did it really look like?
Walked on the moon.
All right, that one.
I'm doing quotations, but
I think that one was real.
Yeah.
Like the conspiracy is not real, but it's a real. We really did it. Yeah. But it's like, what was it really like? Because we didn't even have the best technology back then.
Right.
I want to know.
Like if Elon Musk or NASA was like, hey, if you sign up right now, you can go to Mars. I would definitely sign up because you'll be the first humans to colonize another planet.
Yeah.
Like, that's fucking
It's awesome.
insane.
You might be like, oh, but I don't want to live on Mars. It's scary. And it's like, dude, you'd rather live here and have debt and fucking
You get to colonize
be in a
another planet.
shitty fucking stupid government system.
Right.
Yeah, go to another planet.
There's so much more to discover there.
Yeah, you'll literally be like the George Washington of Mars, dude.
Right.
Go do that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Did you see the
Space stuff is just cool.
Did you see the videos the Pentagon released of the UFOs?
Of the UFO? No.
You didn't see them?
No, I didn't. I saw that they're out there, but I didn't go look at them because
Well,
I guess
so
I'm putting them in now.
so like most of the videos were released back in like 2008 and 2007 or something.
Yeah.
That's just a ballpark. But then the Pentagon recently released them and just confirmed that they're real. Basically, because they were leaked.
Well, yeah, because they just don't know what they are, right?
Yeah.
It's unidentified, so we don't.
Well,
we just don't know what it is.
They act like the aircrafts act really strange, and they fly in different patterns and like stuff that would be impossible for us with our technology. But yeah,
Right.
it leaked.
Especially from back, like you said, 10 years ago. Or?
Right. Well, even now, like we're nowhere close to that. It leaked out, and so no one knew if it was real or not, or like if it was just fucking something. And then the Pentagon released them and was like, yeah, these are real. And
we just don't know what these are.
there's no point in like not releasing them.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a security thing.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, we don't know what the fuck these are. Have fun. So they basically
your guess is as good
confirmed.
as ours.
Yeah. They
That's
basically
awesome.
confirmed that Roswell happened. And
That's crazy.
I don't know. If you guys don't know what Roswell is, you know what that is, right?
Yeah.
Apparently, I'm not very educated on it, but apparently a UFO crash landed in Roswell, New Mexico, and the government hid it.
Yeah. Now, I don't know. They always like to like play this up and be like, oh, there's fucking aliens inside of it. But we don't really know, you know.
Well, I don't even know. I don't think was it actually a UFO or what?
I don't know. I don't know what landed because I think at that point it's all conspiracy. I don't really know.
I think the whole thing's just conspiracy. I don't think.
Oh, well. I don't know what actually happened. I mean, it could have been anything.
Maybe it was just an asteroid or something.
Yeah. Could have been anything, man. But that's
could have been.
But if whatever, man, it's all cool. That stuff is cool. But I think that if aliens came to our planet, it's kind of like the same thing I always say. Like if ghosts were real, we would know. Like if aliens came to our planet, I feel like we would know.
Yeah.
I don't think they would. Like, I don't think it'd be, especially nowadays with cell phones, it definitely wouldn't be able to be hidden. And that's the thing. Like, I don't think it can be hidden from us
for very long.
I feel like aliens would just be like, we're coming. We're not. They wouldn't just like fly around and be like, ooh, look at these little guys. They'd come down there and be like, oh, what the fuck's this? It'd be like Star Trek, except we're one of the puny planets that the crew goes to. Like, oh, you guys just now have internet? Oh,
cringe.
That's kind of cringe, bro.
That's kind of cringe.
I'm putting that on my cringe compilation, and he starts doing a Fortnite dance.
Starts to do a Fortnite dance. This dance is 4,000 years old on my planet. Oh, you guys just started getting Fortnite? Cringe.
Wow, cringe.
We have Fortnite 4.
Yeah, we're on Fortnite 4 already.
That'd be funny. I just don't. Like, I can't even fathom what another species would look like.
Yeah, I always wonder, like, I feel like they would look like us, you know? But the thing is about evolution, you know, like, the way we came to be. And that's what's really crazy, is that there could be a lot of aliens that are basically just like dogs. Because, like, they might not even have the need to have higher intellect yet.
Right.
You know?
Because on evolution, you would adapt to your situation, grow, and develop according to what, you know, things you need. It's really weird.
It's hard to wrap your brain around. It's why Christians just believe in God, just call it a day. Because it's so hard to, like, wrap your mind around all this shit. Like, the beginning of, like, me and Leland were talking about that the other day. Like, there was a time before we had the Milky Way. Like, there was just a time where our universe just wasn't there.
Right.
And it's like, what the fuck? Like, time being infinite as a concept, like, that doesn't make any sense.
Right.
That makes my head blow up. Like, you can't just say time is forever and whatever.
Well, someone told me that it's more believable that there's a God than that the Big Bang happened. I think I talked about this.
Yeah,
I'm like,
you might have.
It makes the same amount of sense.
Yeah.
Like, if the Big Bang happened,
Well,
that makes as much sense as there being an infinite being controlling everything.
Because what they say is like it makes no sense because it happened randomly versus a guy who made it happen. But the thing is that then what made that guy happen?
Right.
Because
and they're like, well, he's just been there. Well,
see, Christians, in like older books, you know, there's stories about how there's other gods besides like God, like because he was named like Yahweh, like he has different names and different versions, but like it's like there are stories about what he did back before he created Earth and stuff, but it's like, you know, if God is real, it makes it just as much sense as the Big Bang because there had to be a Big Bang to make God. Like God had to start existing one day, and they said, well, God is forever, just like time. It's hard to wrap your brain around. But then why did God choose to wait as long as he did? Or did time, again, either God just decided one day arbitrarily to make life, or...
Right, which would have been a random event.
Yeah, and that's
just like the Big Bang.
Yeah, so he
just randomly like snapped his fingers and made an entire universe.
It's a hard concept to wrap your head around. That's just how it is.
I'm just saying that it makes as much sense as
I agree.
There being a God.
I agree. I don't really see that's the thing. I don't care as much about that stuff now that I'm older. I care more about just like living in the present because trying to figure this out is impossible, and then you're just like it just like consumes you, and you're just like, oh, this is fucked up.
Yeah.
But lots of people are spiritual. They're not religious. They just like believe in like other things, like feelings and whatever.
Yeah,
energies, crystals. I'm just joking about that last one. But
well, it always blows my mind that
it always blows my load whenever. So.
Whenever Tyler doesn't flush.
they don't understand the joke. Shane has a piss fetish. And so when I don't flush, he just instantly bursts.
Hell yeah.
Have you... there's no way this has ever happened, but everyone always makes jokes about premature ejaculation. We just come in your pants after not touching anything. And I'm like, how? And what does that even like?
I know.
What that's so weird.
I've never ejaculated without touching myself or having someone else touch me.
Yeah.
Like I've never just been like
yeah, it doesn't just happen.
Yeah,
so
it
that's
makes
just
so
crazy.
weird.
Is it even real? No, I think it's real.
People
have talked about it being real. But it's another thing. It's just like the Big Bang. It's really hard to fathom that kind of sensation.
I've never had a wet dream.
Really?
Yeah.
It's you'll get them if you just don't make yourself come. If you like wait like a few weeks and you just don't do anything, it'll just happen on its own, and you'll be like. But see, whenever it used to happen to me in middle school, I didn't like jizz all over myself. I would like hold it in, and it would just like hurt really bad, and then I would go take a piss, and like. But like it doesn't, and when you wake up, it doesn't feel like you're peeing. Like it feels different, but it doesn't feel like you're coming either. It doesn't feel very good. It kind of hurts, not gonna lie, because you have a bunch of piss and cum trying to come out of your dick at the same time.
Piss and cum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've not even back in middle school. I never had one.
Yeah.
I guess I was just jerking off too much.
Yeah, I didn't really jerk off when I was like in 7th grade. I can't remember when I first started doing it. I was like. I don't know. Like kids would always make fun of people who did it, and I thought like they were being serious, like you weren't supposed to do it or something. I didn't want to be. It makes
you blind.
I didn't want to be made fun of. Well, I didn't hear that, but they'd be like, "Oh, you're probably jacking off at home like a fucking loser," even though we're all like 13.
Yeah. And
like none of us are having sex yet. One kid did apparently. One kid. These two, I should say two of them, because I knew both of them, but they had sex at like 14. They had to do it in the closet because their parents were home or something.
You know, that's all like always bullshit.
That's what they said.
Yeah, they were probably just both in on it, so they could like
maybe.
Like, yeah,
I mean, they were in on
we
something.
Had sex. Yeah. I don't know. It always blows my mind whenever like 13-year-olds are having sex or something. I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Well, yeah.
That's cringe. One. Two.
Well, it's gonna be
gross.
Yeah, at that age, you're not even gonna know what you're looking for, and you're just it's gonna be pretty cringy.
It's gonna be cringy, and fast.
Probably, yeah, yeah, probably. but it's gonna be the best orgasm of your life. Also, think about that, because you've never even experienced the hand yet. You're just like going straight in on it. Like, whoa, this is too much. Yeah. Yeah. What were we talking about?
Aliens.
Okay, because we started talking about toilets, piss fetishes, blowing our loads.
Well, I said it always blows my mind to think of like we're just one planet in an infinite, expanding galaxy.
That
universe.
Is crazy to think about.
And
we've done so many cool
things.
Look
up, there's just like an infinite space.
We've done so many amazing and cool things on our planet. And I would love to see what else is out there.
We're just not there yet.
Yeah, we're too busy infighting about economy. We're too busy taking money from each other to advance the human race. It's beautiful, It's beautiful. It'd be awesome if we did more stuff in space, but we can't because we're too busy butt fucking each other. So.
Well, I was talking to my friend the other day. He was like, "Some company's like 4 years away from light speed." I was like, well, that's physically impossible.
Yeah.
I was like, it's literally impossible for us to travel at light speed. It's been proven by physics. Yeah. I don't know exactly how it works, but I think because of like shape and just how much energy and fuel it would take, it's literally impossible for us to go to light speed.
Yeah.
Travel faster than light.
Yeah. I don't know much about it. So all I will say is gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
Gotta go fast.
I just had a brain blast.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
Brain blast! We haven't made a Jimmy Neutron joke in a while. That used to be our thing.
Brain blast.
Brain blast! That's what he says to Cindy Vortex after he goes finished.
Think. And it like zooms in his ears and shows all his neutrons and shit.
It always shows inside of his brain.
And then he goes, brain blast.
I got a brain blast.
And he comes his pants and
Carl
is on his knees licking it up off the floor.
Really? No. Oh, Carl's like, I can't do the voice anymore. He's like, oh, Jimmy, you came out your mom's pussy. Let me lick you.
Let me lick you.
And he's like, Carl, that was like 12 years ago. I don't smell like that anymore.
What was it like?
Tell me, what was your mom's vagina like, Jim's? Yeah, that's what your friends do when they like your mom. They ask you.
Yeah.
They ask you some weird
Never had
stuff.
that happen.
Yeah. I'm glad. You're probably better off for it.
Yeah, probably. Well, probably.
But you can experience it through Jimmy Neutron. Thanks to Carl.
Jimmy Neutron's mom was like
horribly ugly. She had like a unibrow and a giant mole and shit.
Well, she was like a 50s mom.
Yeah, she was like a 50s mom.
It was like I think early 2000s, and
I think they were inspired by like the nuclear family stuff. Because but only for Jimmy's family. I don't think it was that way for other characters. Other characters seemed like completely modern.
Yeah.
But
well, they would always go to like a 50s style diner and get like shakes.
Yeah, you're right.
Stuff.
They would get milkshakes and stuff. There is some 50s inspiration in that show, for sure. And I think one of the main characters, like one of the heroes that they liked, was
Ultraman?
No, not Ultraman. Ultralord. Not Ultralord.
Ultralord.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Ultralord. Yeah, not Ultralord. Sheen has. Anyway.
Did you ever watch that other spin-off show about Sheen?
No, I didn't watch it. It looked like it had way worse animation, and
I don't know.
And also, it's one of those things when like a show focuses on the funny character instead of being the more well-rounded character. I always feel like it fails.
It did.
But I don't think Jimmy Neutron was even probably good around that time anyway. So it's probably about time to wrap that up. They need to do an all grown up special like they did for Rugrats, where Jimmy's an adult.
So he's some kind of inventor, and like the world is like
the thing about Rugrats was it was a really regular show. Like it was completely
Meet the Robinsons.
Oh yeah, it could be like Meet the
Robinsons. The world is like Meet the Robinsons because of Jimmy.
It's always like very Rugrats was like very like bland slice of life. Then All Grown Up happened, and it was also just it was just like a teen drama, but with Tommy Pickles. I'm like, I don't want this. I want the fucking baby adventures with Tommy reaching in his diaper, grabbing out the screwdriver. I want that shit. I don't want the fucking teen drama. Yeah. I was talking about his dick.
Yeah, his screwdriver.
Yeah, his screw. He could see he was driving in some screws. You know what I'm saying?
Some hose. Screwing in some
I'm trying
hose.
to think of the one that's not Angelica, because Angelica's related to him. Susie.
I don't fucking know.
Susie. I don't remember her last name. There was Lillian and Philip. So fell in love with the twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, they ate bugs.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Rugrats was a great show.
That was their fetish.
But,
they had a bug fetish.
Do
you think that would turn into a fetish if you ate bugs like that?
My friend used to, when I would go over to her place, it would just be her and my other friends already in her room, and they're just like giggling outside. I'm sitting outside the door. I'm like, okay, I don't know what's going on in here. Open it up. It's just naked Asian women just eating bugs out of a bowl, and I'm just like, can you stop? Can you not watch this shit?
What the fuck?
Yeah, she used to like going to this website that was just nothing but like horrible porn, and that was the point. You weren't supposed to go to jack off. You're supposed to go to see something awful.
Hey, I don't get that.
She was into so much. All the girls who are into like nerdy culture are usually also into like horrible, disgusting shit.
Kinks, yeah.
And they think it's hilarious.
Like poop fetish.
And it's like, no, I have a weak stomach. I'm not like you.
Did you see that, speaking of Rugrats, did you see the Meat Canyon Rugrat thing?
No.
Did I show it to you?
I didn't know he made a Rugrat one.
It's so funny.
Meat Canyon. We always talk about sick animation, but we should talk about Meat Canyon.
Meat Canyon
cool.
is so funny.
A lot of people, I think he's pretty trendy now, so I think people should know him. But
yeah,
if you don't, he's cool.
I kind of stumbled upon him, but he works with Sick Animations.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll be in the video. He'll do the voices sometimes.
Yeah,
it's cool.
He has like 50K
subscribers
or something.
Because they're pals.
Yeah.
And then Saga Pebbles and him made Smile Friends.
Yeah.
Which is like the coolest thing. So.
But like, Meat Canyon made this Rugrats thing where it's the main character, I guess Tommy
Pickles.
And
best name ever.
The redheaded one.
Chucky,
yeah.
Chucky Fence.
And they were like playing with stuff, and Tommy's like, "Where's the dinosaur?"
Yeah.
And Chucky's like, "I don't know. Let's go search for it." And in the background, the parents are fighting, like horribly, like he's calling her a bitch and like slapping her and shit. And so they like move to the door, and then the fighting just escalates, and eventually the wife shoots the guy.
Oh my god!
And Chucky's dad runs in, and Chuck goes, "Daddy!"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you killed him? You killed that son of a bitch finally?" They were like having an affair the entire time.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's really funny.
That's great. Yeah, no.
I showed you the McDonald's one, right?
Yeah. So because I had sick animation. He's the voice of Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, that one was so funny. I see you didn't eat your Big Mac yet.
Yeah, what were we talking about before Rugrats?
Fucking
Jimmy
aliens.
Neutron. Talking about Jimmy Neutron.
Oh yeah.
Well, we can talk about aliens too, but like, I don't know. Like Jimmy Neutron and Shrek, there was like weird 3D stuff back then, but also like Nickelodeon's cartoons. They had like Fairly Odd Parents, and Danny Phantom and stuff. And now, what does Nickelodeon have? That's
they have like a bunch of live action retard shows for retards.
What else do they have cartoon-wise? Anything? I mean, I can't think of. No one ever talks about Nickelodeon. Because I always hear about Cartoon Network shows, and I don't hear about Nickelodeon shows like ever.
Like all the cartoons now are just bad. Like they've canceled all the good cartoons, like Adventure Time and Regular Show.
Well, I mean, shows have to end eventually. I get that.
Yeah, but like they forced to cancel on them.
Oh well, yeah, it sucks. But I don't know. I know Steven Universe just ended, and everyone was talking about that. I never really got into that show.
I never got into that one. I heard it's supposed to be really good, but
a lot of people really like it. But I'm always kind of like skeptical when people are like, "This kids cartoon is the best kids cartoon ever," and I'm like, "Oh, there's a lot to compare it to," and I don't really believe that.
I really like Adventure Time and Regular Show. I started watching The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack.
Oh, that show, talk about a show that got canceled too early.
That show is really good.
That show and Chowder came out like the same year.
Oh, I love Chowder as well.
It came out like the same time, and they both got canceled around the same time. And it was like, what the
They
heck?
both had like the same kind of animation styles almost.
Yeah, they were like really inspired by like SpongeBob weirdness.
Yeah, they're very strange.
Yeah,
And they have like weird like
really weird art.
stop frame.
Yeah,
they'll have like
like
stop
the zoom in
frames.
frames. Yeah,
Yeah, of like fucking like somebody.
SpongeBob and Ren and Stimpy used to do that all the time, and it's like, yeah, not every show does that though. And
Like it'll have a stop frame and someone screaming in the background, like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah. Flapjack was an amazing show.
Yeah, that's right. It's not. Yeah,
It's really
fucking
sad, but I mean, I don't know. Cartoon Network though, but I mean, they replaced it with like other good shows with Adventure Time and Regular Show, and then it just never.
They
stayed.
stopped like making cartoons. Instead, they started making live action.
Yeah.
Which is not Cartoon Network. It's
What else
live
do they
action
have?
network all of a sudden.
I know Gumball was cool, but I think that's over now too.
Oh,
right?
Gumball. Yeah,
It's the World of Gumball or something.
yeah, that
Gumball,
one's really good.
I just called
That
it
one's
Gumball.
underrated.
And then my friend always liked
It's really fucking funny.
the Bear show. My friend really liked I think it was called Bear Bears or
Yeah, We Bear Bears.
We Bear Bear. I think We Bear Bears.
I watched some of
She
that.
really liked that one. But I don't know much else about Cartoon Network shows because no one talks about. There's nothing of like interest. Like whenever there's a new cartoon, even if it's for kids, people are like, "Yeah, it's this great new show on Netflix." Like it's never like, I never hear about anything cool. But when Netflix had Rocko's Modern Life and Invader Zim, that was great.
I love Invader Zim. Oh my god,
that Invader Zim special held up. That was like just as good as the rest of the show. I
rewatched
shocked.
the show as well, and it's so good.
That and the one for Rocko's Modern Life. I was like, why are these so damn good?
I know.
It's like you're supposed to lose touch and forget what was special about your show, but like they didn't. they're just up there in quality. And
I know, they're so good.
it's surprising how cool it is. Like I love it. So
if you guys have never seen like Gumball or any of the other shows,
well,
Gumball's really good.
Well, yeah, I was about to say, like, most people are our age, but Jeremiah was telling me his mom was listening to these while she was getting surgery.
Oh.
Not while, but, while she was, like, in the hospital, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, hey, I guess, I forget older people do listen in the form of our parents, so.
Yeah, but maybe our parents should watch them, too.
Yeah, maybe you should watch some Gumball, loser.
They're fucking good.
Boomers, how about you watch some Gumball? Actually, I don't even think Gumball's the best ever, but it was all right.
It's really fun. It's, like, good.
It's better compared to some of the other stuff they had.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so, like, classic Powerpuff Girls is, like, godlike, but the remake Powerpuff Girls, yeah, it was pretty bad. It was not very funny. They kind of lost touch. I remember people like Teen Titans Go, but not all the time. Sometimes people hated Teen Titans Go. But notice I'm talking about shows from like 2013 and 14 because I don't even know the ones now. Sorry, I really don't.
I don't either.
No one talks about them.
I just like the older ones because they're so good.
Yeah. Oh well.
I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Forgot what it was.
About aliens or Jimmy Neutron and Shrek. I didn't really talk about Shrek
Shrek
much,
is
but...
love. Shrek is alive. Do you remember that?
Yeah. There's so many of those memes, but the first Shrek movie is honestly like one of the best. Like that's one of my favorite like kids movies.
It really is.
The first Shrek movie is good. Yeah.
The first and the second really hold
People
up.
really like the second one. I only saw the second one once in theaters when I was
pretty
like,
good.
Yeah.
After that,
I should rewatch it. But to me, the second one was like I just kind of, as a kid, I was like, this is just dumb. But now that I'm older, I'm like, people are saying that it has a lot of good, like, it has good storytelling in it. And
I
the
know
jokes
what
were
we're
good.
watching.
So, Shrek 2?
Hell yeah.
No. I'm not watching Shrek 2.
Jimmy Neutron the movie.
Jimmy Neutron, the original. Because the movie came out before the show did. The Jimmy Neutron movie.
What? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it was a Nickelodeon movie. And it was like a theatrical release. And they just hyped it up. But it was all original new stuff for that movie. And then after the movie, they made a show for it. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Yeah, there was an Aaron Carter song.
I always thought that
Nick Carter.
the show...
I don't remember. One of the Carters.
I always thought the show came first and then the movie.
The movie was first, and then they did the show. And because the movie was successful. And I watched the movie, and I thought it was pretty damn good when I was a kid. Because that was the first thing I saw of Jimmy Neutron. And I was like, I like this. This is cool.
It is a good movie.
Yeah. But as far as the show goes, I haven't seen every episode, but there's a lot of good ones that I remember liking. So.
Yeah. The sentient pants and
Yeah. That was like the first. So before the show happened, they released one episode about the pants. And so it was the movie. Then there was the episode about the pants. There was like another special, like Jimmy Neutron's back, and that also did really well. And eventually they're like, let's just make a show for Jimmy Neutron. But I think the pants thing was like the pilot for the show, and they had it planned all along. I don't know, but either way, it was a good time.
Good times.
Jimmy Neutron was good.
Yeah.
I miss.
It's a little dated now with the 3D animations. They're kind of wild.
Yeah, but that makes it like better.
Better. Well, yeah.
Yeah, I love it. It's not even that it's not that horribly dated. Like, it's not like the worst thing ever.
No, I guess not.
And then if you watch like just like standard, like bad Flash animation shows they have been doing right now, it's like cartoons that are made by independent people online look better than cartoons on TV that are using the technology they were using 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're just getting really cheap about it, honestly.
Yeah.
Whenever I see cartoons with good animation, I get really happy. But I remember I was at SWIC, which is a college, and I was at this I'm at this community college, drinking my Starbucks in the lounge area, and they had Tom and Jerry on the TV, and it went from the old episodes, which are like really all hand drawn,
yeah,
frame by frame animated cells, and they look fucking gorgeous. And then it went to the new show. Now I didn't even know there was a new show. This was like 2012 or 13 or something. Yeah. I didn't even know there was a new show. I wasn't aware of it, and I'm not objected to it. Like I'm not gonna be like, no, you can't do Tom and Jerry. I'm like, no, yeah, sure, Tom and Jerry. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
ruin Tom and Jerry. I don't care. But it was the worst Flash animation I've ever seen. It just assaulted my eyes, and I was like, man, you can't play them back to back like that. Like,
right.
One is just so much better. So,
the last episode of Tom and Jerry killed themselves.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They get hit by a train.
They jump off a cliff and get hit by a train.
No, they actually sit on the railroads and hold hands.
The last episode?
Yeah.
Or I'll find it, but
it's fucking
the last episode they just
whack.
Died.
The last of the hand drawn.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
They just Tom is just sitting on the tracks all sad, and then Jerry comes over and.
Well, back then, they had this thing where, basically you could get things past the censors, but also, if studios said you're done, you still got to finish it, and you could basically do whatever the fuck you wanted because they were less iron fisty about it.
Right.
So
They're not gonna fist you.
I could imagine that's true. I will put it in if it's real.
They used to smoke cigars on.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
The good old days. We need to make America great again. We need to beat women. Need to call people the N-word.
Oh my gosh. Some of those old cartoons were they were made for theaters. You would go watch a cartoon when you go to the theater, and then you would watch that before a movie starts. So adults would watch it too. So they had to keep everyone interested. But I mean, I've seen some of the my grandparents had a VHS. They had 3 or 4 of these VHSs. I remember I'd go there, and me and my little brother would try our best to watch all of them in order, and we'd always fail, but we'd always start from the beginning every time. But it was just a huge collection of old cartoons. You had your Casper, your Little Lucy, your fucking... Of course, you had Woody the Woodpecker. You had Woody the Woodpecker. They had the animated Three Stooges.
Wow.
But they also had a lot of Bugs Bunny stuff. It was basically everything that wasn't Disney.
Wait,
basically.
what about
no Disney?
No Betty Boop.
I've seen Betty Boop, but I don't know.
Yeah,
I haven't. I don't know if it's
What about?
I've seen some Betty Boops, but look, there was one. They did a lot of Bugs Bunny versus Elmer Fudd stuff, but then there was some Bugs Bunny where it was fighting this black guy who was wearing overalls and a big floppy hat, and he had giant fucking lips. Okay,
back when Disney was racist.
It wasn't Warner Brothers, not Disney, because Bugs Bunny.
Oh,
but he's
Dumbo.
He'll be like, yeah, well, Dumbo's pretty racist.
Yeah, if you go back and watch Dumbo, there's a whole racist song about black people about how they're racist.
Yeah. I don't know how they're how the black people are racist to white people. It's called reverse racism. It's real, and you should look.
Well, Disney was an anti-Semite.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the Bugs Bunny one. I remember like the black character. He like, now I'm looking for Bugs Bunny. Like really, really made him sound like a fucking idiot.
That's so bad.
It was pretty funny. Well, like as a little kid, I didn't understand. I was like, "Whoa!" I was like, "Who's the guy who's not Elmer Fudd? This is weird." I didn't understand the joke. I didn't know the stereotypes.
Yeah.
So now that I'm older and I look back at it, I'm like, "No,
Cringe,
bro, cringe racism,
bro."
We're SJW now. We're all PC. I'm gonna have to cancel you for cringe.
For cringe.
I'm gonna write on your cancel card.
I forgot.
Cringe.
I was gonna say some other old cartoon, but I forgot. I got myself.
You played yourself.
Played myself. Oh, the Jetsons.
That's a good show. Flintstones and Jetsons are both amazing. Those were like the original Simpsons in the sense that they were made for the whole family. And so they would talk about adult things, not anything too vile, but they would talk about things that adults would be more interested in, like taxes and work and hating your family and bowling and all that stuff. But they just cleaned it up. So I think they smoked in it though. And the Flintstones, in fact, I'm pretty sure Freddie Flintstone sold cigarettes as like a part of a TV ad deal. Before it was illegal to sell cigarettes, Fred Flintstone would be on TV. He was like, "I always smoke these ones, yeah, woohoo!" I don't know. Let's just make something up. This is the Marlboro ones, yeah. That's what I smoke. I'm Fred Flintstone.
Yeah,
kids, if you want to be like me. Now he just sells Fruity Pebbles, but the Flintstones
and
man.
medicine and vitamins.
Oh yeah, people don't realize how impactful the Flintstones was, man.
Flintstone gummy vitamins. I still eat them.
You do?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever even. Sorry, hate to burst your bubble, but I don't think I've ever had a Flintstones vitamin.
I just eat. I just take handfuls. And
those are like the most popular.
nom.
They're most popular ones for like giving kids vitamins. Is the Flintstones ones.
Hell yeah. Well.
What say you?
Yeah.
You want to? Okay. Here's the thing. Flintstones is real. That's my conspiracy. COVID-19 is fake. Go outside. Don't wear a mask. Cough on people.
Cough on people. Especially if you're sick, go outside. Please.
If you're sick, please call your doctor and make sure you're okay. Make sure you don't have any of the symptoms.
One of the people who organized the anti-COVID-19 protest.
They got it?
Yeah, they got it.
Of course they did. Well, a lot of people during those protests got it. I think we might have talked about that last time, but a lot of people got it. Come on, guys. This is stupid, okay? Don't be dumb. Don't be a dum-dum.
Stupid.
Please. So by the way, I have been exposed to someone who has COVID-19. And they spit in my mouth as part of my fetish, so I'd hope I don't give it to you later. I'm sorry.
It's alright. I'll take
I mean, I don't know if I have it, but they confirmed have it and spit in my mouth multiple times. And I swallowed it. I swallowed their spit.
Well, I'll go drink your pee and then find out.
Okay, yeah, alright. Okay.
Before we leave, Mother's Day is coming up. So if you want to
hug your mom,
if you want a good present, just show them our podcast. They'll love it.
I'm sure they will.
They will.
Moms rule, dads drool. Can we get that on a hashtag, please?
Hashtag
drool,
Karen
drool.
is sexist.
Hashtag free Karen.
Free Karen. Free the U.S.
Free the USA. Yeah. All right. Let's say our goodbyes.
Goodbye.
Say your special farewell message.
My special farewell message. It's still going.